Hi everybody and welcome to today's talk. It's Tuesday the 1st of March 2022 and I want to talk today about how important communication is, but specifically in how important listening, actively listening is. And I've met many managers along during my career that have communicated. Their communication skills have been good. What they've communicated has been understandable, concise, complete, appropriate, etc., etc. All the sort of things you have to do with the communication, but they were not very good at listening. And one of the things I used to do when I was in sales, outdoor sales. So if I was going to a meeting with a customer, especially new customers, what I would do is, as I walked into their room, I'd look around the room and see if there was any indication of their hobbies or their children's hobbies or family life or something that would give me an excuse, as it were, to pose the question. So I would, for example, there'd be a photograph of their son playing ice hockey or something, and then I'd say, "Oh, my son plays ice hockey too," or plays uni hockey, which is a floorball. Not on ice, but those sort of things, and then I invite the person you're having the conversation with to elaborate on how long has he been playing, and it's a brilliant way. It's not only an icebreaker; it actually makes the person realize that you are interested in them and not just in selling your product. And I used to do this when I used to train up when I was in management. I would go along with a sales rep to was just starting off to a new customer, and I'd let them do the sales call, and I'd obviously advise the buyer that this was a sort of that I was just sitting in as for training purposes, and it was usually customers I actually knew. So. That was easily arranged. Anyway, so then after you came out of that sales meeting, I'd ask the young sales guy. I said, "Well, what did you notice? Did you notice that photograph of his daughter playing tennis in the room?" Did you say, "Oh no"? I said, "Did you actually listen to anything he said?" Or because they'd be quite eager, so they'd sort of give their sales pitch, but they wouldn't do that sort of icebreaker or first, and they wouldn't encourage the buyer to talk. And I've always found that if you in sales certainly, if you listen, let the person you're trying to sell to talk as much as possible and talk as little yourself as possible, you're usually more effective than if you just do your sales pitch. So that's just my thoughts on the importance of listening and actively listening, not just hearing what somebody's saying, but actually listening and then asking open questions, etc. So just a brief one for today, but that's my thoughts on communication and the importance of listening. Cheers. See you tomorrow.